Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this Go Iced coffee maker. Now I was given this product to me free by Go Iced. So here's everything that comes in the box. We do get this nice tumbler with a lid. This is 22 ounces. We've got a coffee scoop and here's the coffee maker. So if we open this up, this is where we're going to put the coffee. There's like a neat hot water is going to come out, but this is where you're going to put your own ground coffee. It does not take K-cups or anything like that or no pods. You're going to open this up. There's like a wire mesh filter. You're going to put your ground coffee right here. There is a maximum line. You can see there's what that looks like. So you're going to put the filter basket in here, and then you're going to close the lid until it kind of snaps close. Up here at the top, we got a power button and a brew button. We also can select different sizes. These are 4 different sizes of coffee it can brew. And we've got a water reservoir. The water reservoir holds 42 ounces, and it is removable. Now the coffee scoop we got has a little picture here. It's got little different pictures for the 4 different sizes we can brew. Those correspond with the 4 different sizes up here. Now the instructions that come with it are in milliliters. I had to do a little conversion. I've got a little chart here that I converted everything to ounces. So this coffee maker, if you're going to do it on the maximum setting, it's going to brew 14 ounces of water through it, and that holds 4.5 tablespoons. Now the first one there, that holds 2 tablespoons of coffee, and it brews 6 ounces of water through it. So again, let me explain. So even when you're on this first size, it brews 6 ounces through there, but you're going to end up with 18 to 20 ounces of coffee because you're going to have ice and you're probably going to add some milk. Now this is the size of cup they include. And again, this cup does hold 22 ounces, which is right in the middle between 601 and 700 milliliters. So it's going to brew 10 ounces through it. And you're going to put in 3 tablespoons of coffee into this, which is that middle one right there. But I found I didn't like the taste of that. So today I'm going to fix this one here. But I'm going to use a little bit more coffee. I'm going to press this button, but I'm going to add this much coffee. I like a strong coffee taste, but not a lot of water to run through it because the ice is going to melt and dilute it. Now the tumbler, it is plastic. That does snap. I like that snaps on. It does come with a straw. And it does fit right in there just right. And you can put your own tumbler in there. So that's right about 6 3/4. I can take this little drip tray out, and I can put almost a 7-inch travel mug in there. Now it is supposed to be able to move this up and down. I didn't find that to work very good. I just left it down here in the bottom. Now again, you can fill this all the way up to the max with 4 tablespoons of coffee. And if you hit the maximum button, it's going to run 14 ounces through there. And with ice, you're going to end up with a very large drink, 27 to 30 ounce drink. Okay, so I've got the tumbler filled up with ice. Let's make ourselves an iced coffee. And again, I'm going to fill it up to that mark there. That's 3 tablespoons of coffee. You're just going to pour it into here. And I could add a little bit more coffee because I'm not by the max line. I still got a little ways to go, but I'm just going to close this now. Come up here, open this up. We got to put the filter basket in there with the coffee. Close this, make sure it snaps. Now again, up here I got 4 sizes. I'm going to select the size I want. Again, I'm going to brew just 6 ounces through that. And when I'm ready to brew, I'm going to press this button right here. That's the brew button. Okay, so let's start the brew. Okay, so we're going to time it. It does start brewing right away. Coffee is coming out. It is very hot, so be careful. So the coffee coming out the bottom, it starts out around 180, ends up around 190 for the entire duration. It is a very quiet coffee maker. Again, with that first setting, it's only going to do 6 ounces through here. Now that ice is going to melt, and that's really going to dilute that coffee. So I like a really nice concentrated coffee. Okay, so you do have to kind of let it drip for a little bit, but in about 1.5 minutes, it is done and ready to go. There's our coffee. Okay, so we can see quite a bit of the ice is melted, but it's still a very cold drink. So we're down under, I like to get it under 40. So I could add a little bit more ice to it, but I'm not going to. Now I like to add some French vanilla. Again, that's still a really bitter coffee to me. I like to add some sugar, which is French vanilla. About 5 or 2 tablespoons, 5 pumps or 2 tablespoons. Now I like to add my milk. You can add any kind of milk you would like. I'm adding about 3/4 of a cup of just 2% milk. This is where your flavor, I think, really shines, is when you can add the milk. So now we put the straw in, snap the lid on. You're going to want to stir that up. Okay, so let's give it a taste test. Yeah, that tastes good. The coffee taste is very nice. I use Dunkin' Donuts medium roast. This is just normal coffee maker coffee. So the flavor of the coffee is really going to depend on how it tastes a lot, but I think it tastes really good. Adding the milk really helps. I could add a little bit more French vanilla syrup to it. Okay, so let's do over cleanup. You're going to go over here. Be careful, this can be hot. Let's open this up. We can see it did a good job. You will get a little bit of sediment in your coffee, but you don't get any coffee grounds in your coffee. So before you use it, you are supposed to run some vinegar through it or some citric acid. It's got kind of a directions in here. So before you ever use this, you are supposed to clean it according to the instructions. So it does talk about after 100 uses, the LED indicators will blink to indicate the Go Iced has reached its working cycle limit. This means you need to descale your coffee maker. That's when all 4 sizes are blinking. So after 100 uses, all 4 of these lights are going to blink, and you've got to put it into descale mode and run some vinegar or citric acid through it. So it does say the only parts that are dishwasher safe are the reusable filter and the water reservoir and the drip tray. The tumbler is not dishwasher safe. Now, I don't have to make an iced coffee with this. I can just brew into a travel mug some regular coffee. Now, that's what those bigger sizes would be for. I typically use 1 tablespoon per 8 ounces I brew. So for the 14 ounce at 4.5 tablespoons, that's about the right mixture. So it's going to run 14 ounces. So if you put a travel mug here, you'll get 14 ounces of just coffee. But you're using 4.5 tablespoons, so it should come out just right. So right now, this retails for $99 on Amazon. I think I've seen it on sale. Again, I was given this product to me free by Go Iced, but I was not paid for this video. Okay, so let's go over some of my thoughts. I thought the tumbler is okay. It's not insulated or anything. It does keep your coffee nice and cold for a while. It does spill. Even though this snaps on, you will sometimes get some coffee coming out from underneath the lid. Now, I thought the instructions being in milliliters, I'm used to ounces. So I had to do all this conversion myself. There was nothing about ounces. And the smallest setting is only 6 ounces. I would like to see one smaller than that. I would like to see like a 4 ounce where it runs 4 ounces through coffee. Because typically when I brew an iced coffee, 4 ounces is just about the right amount with some ice and some milk and some syrups, and it tastes really good. The 6 ounces taste okay, but you do have a pretty heavy coffee taste with it. Now, as far as these iced coffees with these bigger sizes, I'm probably never going to fix a bigger iced coffee than, say, what fits into this tumbler, which is 22 ounces. I would brew into a travel mug, but again, you're going to have to do the conversions, and the travel mug is 14 ounces is the most it can fix. Up here, I thought this was okay. I mean, the lid did not seem it fit on there okay. Sometimes it kind of pops up a little bit, but when the lid closes, it does keep it all kind of nice and closed. Okay, so let's go over measurements. So it's right around 16.5 inches. It will fit under a kitchen cabinet. Front to back, you're right around 10 inches. And then left to right, you're around 5.5 inches. Again, this drip tray is removable, but there's a little tab here. So sometimes setting a travel mug on that little tab can be tricky. Again, this did not really work for me as far as setting the tray up in here a little bit. So here we have the water reservoir. The lid comes on and off okay. Taking this on and off can be a little tricky, but there's the whole water reservoir. I do like that you can take this over there to your sink and give it a nice cleaning. So it does say the input voltage has to be 120 volts, 60 hertz. Output is 1,450 watts. So it did make a good iced coffee. If 6 ounces is the minimum amount that you like for your iced coffee, then this one is a nice coffee maker. That price point's a little tricky, $99. I think there might be just a few more that are a little bit better on the Mr. Coffee iced. They got a couple iced coffee makers that are considerably cheaper than this that work pretty good. And the Mr. Coffee tumbler is a lot better. It's double wall insulated. It screws on so it doesn't leak. I will put a link to it in the show description notes. Underneath the video, if you click on see more, you'll see a description of the video, and there'll be a link, and it'll take you to Amazon. So if you click on that and you end up buying it from Amazon, I do get a commission from that sale, but the product won't cost you anymore. I am an Amazon affiliate. Yeah, I'm just really on the fence. I do like some of the features. I like being able to select the brew sizes. I like the water reservoir. The filter basket, it does clean up very nice and easy. So I'm just a little on the fence about this. Underneath the video, if you could give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. That helps out my YouTube channel. Again, I appreciate everybody's support, and if you could, please like and subscribe.